Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we are covering the SEC schedules for 2024. We're going to be covering most of those teams, most of the SEC's teams that we can, pretty much all of them, including new additions, Oklahoma and Texas. I'm not making any predictions. I'm just going over the schedules. And right now, I'm going to cover my favorite team, which if you don't know, if you've never been on the channel before, it is Rocky Top, Tennessee. And if you don't like that, that's tough. But we're going to review it. Because I bet if you click on this, you're probably at least somewhat of a fan of Tennessee. First up, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but yeah. First up, at home versus UTC on August 31st, kicking off the year. Should be an easy win. See how Nico's going to play, see how his offense is. We are going to be losing a good amount of guys in the transfer portal. I know like Tyler Barron and Nico Slaughter. I'm not sure. I think that Tyler Barron's leaving. I'm not sure about Nico Slaughter fully. Our defense is going to be very different than this year's was. But there's some guys going for the draft. So it's going to be a good-looking team. But we're going to reload. We got Nico at quarterback. See how he does. He's showing pretty good signs so far. Let's see how he does. Then we're playing against North Carolina State in Charlotte, North Carolina. North Carolina State is no slouch. They were actually pretty good this year. They had a slow start, then they bounced back very well, and they demolished North Carolina. So they are a pretty good team. Don't take this lightly if you're Tennessee. Please don't. Just take care of business if you can. Play very good against them. Do your best. They have more wins on the year than we do. They have 9 wins. We have 8. So this team's actually pretty good. So take care of business. And this is good out-of-conference game to start off the year. I don't like teams that just start off playing like 3 or 4 just trash teams like Michigan always does to get a good 4-0 start, like 3 or 4-0 start. Face someone that actually has some competition. I know Michigan this year's not doing that. I think they have to play Texas early on. But yeah, historically it's been like that. Then we have Kent State. That's pretty simple. It's still in Neyland. Let's go Vols. We should be able to take care of business in this one. And then this is when the schedule changes a bit. Usually for this game, we would be playing at or at home versus Florida, because it's usually the 3rd Saturday of September we play in this game. But not this year. We are playing at Oklahoma. They're not going to have Dylan Gabriel. That's huge. That is so huge. Them not having Dylan Gabriel is going to make a big difference because he made their offense work. It's going to be they had a good game overall, but he was the main guy. Now he's at Oregon. If their offense is about the same as they were this year, Oklahoma's, they're going to be fast. They're going to move like Tennessee's. It's going to be interesting to see. It'll be a fun game to watch. It'll be definitely high scoring. Then we have a bye week. Then we're going to Arkansas. Arkansas is without KJ Jefferson, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about Rocket Sanders and them. But this Arkansas team has been a letdown. Outside of that 1 year they had Traylon Burks and they had KJ Jefferson and them, 2021 group. It's been a letdown ever since. And it's kind of sucks for Arkansas. Hope they can get back to what they used to be like when Darren McFadden was there, but it might take a little bit. But I've seen crazier things happen. And we have on the October 12th, this is the game that we have against Florida at home. Yeah, because we're on the road. We play on the road. It just switches in and out. Florida, I don't like Florida at all. We've had a bad history against Florida. This says we've like 2-17 against them in the last 19. It has been rough, especially at Florida. But Florida looks like they're on the down. I think Trevor Etienne for Florida, the running back, is transferring. Great thing to see. Great thing to see. He ran all through us. But the main thing we got to work on is Graham Mertz. Stop Graham Mertz, for goodness sake. And then we have Alabama. Yeah, arguably our 2 biggest rivals we have back-to-back weeks. This is huge. Usually hate week is for like 1 week, then a break or two, and then play them, and then maybe a 3 week break, and then play Georgia. Now we get Florida and Bama back to back. This could either be a great time, okay time, or a horrible time to be a Tennessee fan. I don't know for a fact it's going to be quarterback. I think it's going to be Milroe. I think it's still Milroe, which I don't know how I feel about that. But Nico and Milroe, if they have to play, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how Nico is fully. We've not seen him in a full game yet. Play a full game. I would love to, but I don't know. I just don't. But Bama, Tennessee is still one of the better rivalries in the SEC. I don't understand why they talk about like rivalries. You have to consistently win to like games have to go back and forth always. There would be a rivalry. Some rivalries just go on one side for a little bit of time, and then it switches back, and then it goes this way, and then it goes back, and they just for certain time periods they just dominate. It's tough. Like Michigan, Ohio State beat them for 9 years in a row. Didn't mean that Michigan that when they had against them didn't mean anything. It meant everything. And now Michigan's won 3 in a row. And now since they're dominating, does that mean if Ohio State wins, it's not going to mean as much? No. It means even more. Rivalry games are important because the hatred, not no matter how good the teams are. Then we have, I'm pretty sure we have a bye week. And then at home versus Kentucky. We've manhandled Kentucky recently. So rivalry. Kentucky fans hate us, and we're not a big fan of them either. So it's a good bond. Then we have Mississippi State. That's interesting. And we're at home versus Mississippi State. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Mississippi State without Will Rogers. It's gonna be interesting. See how they are. They're gonna switch up their head coach, Zach Arnett, which is not cutting it. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm interested about this. I think Jeff Levy might be the dude's name. We'll see. The Mississippi State's coach. Then Georgia, at Georgia. Arguably might be the biggest game of the year for us, depending on what happens before. Because remember, we're going to a 12-team playoff. We only can, instead of only having one loss, we can afford 2. And still probably be in a good situation. It was like Ole Miss this year. They lost 2 games, but by ranking, they would be in. And yeah. And even then, if they had to change things up, they'd still probably be in. Based off, they beat LSU. I'm not sure how I feel about this matchup. I don't know. Carson Beck can return. Carson Beck could return for this year. Reading this, Vandergriff. What's his first name? Not Carson. Something Brock Vandergriff. That's his name. He's transferring to Kentucky. That's interesting to see because he was a very high prospect. Carson Beck goes to the draft. Georgia is going to have to figure out a quarterback, which they probably can, but it'll be interesting to see. And then we have number 23, UTEP at home. Should take care of business. I'm pretty sure they're the Miners. They went 3-9 this year, so we should be good. And then we have Vanderbilt at Vandy. It's still a rivalry of some sort. Even though we dominate, it's still an in-state team that we should beat. And hopefully we do. So yeah, that's the recap of 2024's schedule for Tennessee. I'm excited for it, and hopefully I can get to win these games. We'll see. Hope you all have a great day, y'all. Put down the comments if you feel about this stuff. And yes, I do read all the comments. I did check the ones about me talking about Jaden Daniels being the Heisman. I know not all of you are a big fan of my opinion on it, but it's my opinion, so deal with it. I know you can have your own. But yeah, I do read the comments. I do check them out. If I don't reply to all of them, no. I should try more, but if I don't reply, I still look at them. I look at all of them. I thank y'all for commenting. If it's not supportive, that's fine with me. I love seeing those opinions. But yeah, hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, y'all, and God bless y'all.